Hi, I'm Sue Clark. I'm a Chief Superintendent of Lancashire Police. My current job is Head of the Lancashire Violence Reduction Network. And people may or may not know about adverse childhood experiences, but one of those indicators in the list of about at least 10 indicators, one of them is the impact of a parent going to prison.
My name's Siobhan Collingwood and I have two roles. I work as a head teacher and I also work as educational lead for Lancashire's Violence Reduction Network, where we're looking at how to reduce the causes of violent crime.
There's 3.5 times more children impacted by parental incarceration in Lancashire than there are looked after children.
So I spoke to a young girl who I knew had lived through the experience of having a dad in prison and his subsequent release. So what she told me absolutely moved me and changed me as a professional, because I thought we'd done a really good job of looking after her.
Well, I think anybody that reads Mia's story will just be, it's a really heartfelt story because it's Mia telling how it was for her at a very young age and not able to tell anyone about it or ask for any help or guidance with her emotions.
What Mia absolutely told me, loud and clear, was that she'd suffered in silence because all of the adults around about her had conspired and had taught her that silence was what you do in response to the issue of having lost your parent.
What we're trying to do through this book is to raise the awareness not just amongst communities in general, but also amongst teachers, professionals, and prison and probation service, so that we can talk about these things.
We also wanted there to be learning in there for the adults that would then be using that book with a young person. So there's notes in there about how to the lessons we need to learn in order to be kind and supportive to Mia and the other children that are like her. So we've trained, we've done training for 450 schools around it, and we've trained probation officers, and we've trained social workers and early help officers across Lancashire in those important messages.
And also, I suppose, from the experience of young children who may not have that experience, who might think it's funny or might want to sort of say bad things about the person's mum or dad because they've gone to prison, understanding actually that those words hurt, and actually there's a sort of bigger reason around how we should be with each other, a much more compassionate story really, which is what Mia tells us about.